Hey, John. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
Why are you asking me so suddenly? I don't really have any plans. What's up?
Lately, we've both been really busy, so we haven't been able to spend much time together, you know? That's why I was thinking we could go somewhere together.
Whether we go out or not, we can still see each other at home, right? We're married, after all. Is that not good enough?
That's not what I'm talking about. Besides, you're not at home during your days off. Since we finally both have a day off, it's kind of sad that you decided to go golfing instead.
My boss invited me out of nowhere, so I didn't have a choice, you know? If I refused, then it'd be a pain for me later.
I already know that. But you know, wouldn't it be nice to at least talk or something? You should at least say something in the morning before leaving.
Is that what you're saying? Even though I've been so careful and considerate these days.
What do you mean by careful and considerate? How can you be careful and considerate if you leave without saying anything?
Both you and I have been busy with work, right? That's why I thought it would be bad to wake you up. After all, it is your day off. Thanks to me, you were able to catch up on sleep, right?
I mean, that's true, but you could have at least told me yesterday.
Okay, my bad then. But I'm really being careful and considerate here. So stop being so sensitive. You're already looking old, so at this rate you'll end up aging even faster.
Huh? Why are you saying something like that? That's awful.
It's the truth. You've gained a lot of weight since we got married. You should take care of your appearance more.
It's not like I did it on purpose. I'm busy with work and chores all the time. I don't really have time to be worrying about my appearance.
Marie, your little sister Emily is only 1 year younger than you, but she's super pretty. Stop making up excuses about how you can't do anything about it.
You're talking about Emily again. John, you're interested in Emily, aren't you?
What? How did we get on that topic?
Ever since we got married, you've been saying how Emily is so much prettier than I am. You're always saying how she's better than me in every way possible. It really hurts.
It's your fault for being so sloppy. You were just as pretty as Emily back then. Now I can't see even a small bit of that anymore. This is your responsibility. You need to be presentable.
Emily puts in a ton of effort to maintain her image, you know? But my situation is different.
What do you mean, different? Both you and Emily work. Emily lives alone, so she has to take care of all the housework by herself.
No, it's not the same. Emily can spend the money she earns on herself. Plus, she only has to do chores for one person. I can't spend money on myself. On top of that, I have to do the chores for 2 people. I don't have a choice because you refuse to do any of the chores.
You're just being naive. You don't have that much more work to do in comparison to her. You just don't have any self-control.
I know I haven't been able to do a lot for my appearance, but you really don't have to say it.
Nah, I'm gonna say it. Otherwise, how are you gonna change? Fat people are just useless and naive people. I'm doing you a favor as a husband by pointing this out to you. To be honest, I don't want to be seen in public with you.
Is that why you haven't been at home these days? Are you purposefully trying to find reasons to get out?
It's not like I'm doing it for that reason. But I'd rather do something else than spend time with you on my days off.
Are you serious? You're being so cruel.
If you didn't want me to say it, then why don't you try fixing yourself first? Once you do that, we can spend time together.
Emily, can I talk to you about something? What's up, sis? Did you get into a fight with John again? Yeah. I told him I wanted to go out with him next weekend, but he said no. Why? What's wrong with going out together as a married couple? Oh, and also, you're going on a business trip soon, right? John won't be able to see you for a while, so he should spend some time with you. Right? That's what I was thinking, so I tried to talk to John. He said he didn't want to walk next to such a fat woman like me. Oh, I kind of get it. Are you kidding? Emily, are you on John's side? I wouldn't say that I'm on his side. It is true that you're overweight, so... Please don't talk like John. I'm not surprised he'd say it, though.
It's not funny. I was honestly shocked.
Well, John says stuff like that a lot, so... Like how you gave up on being a woman and stuff. I guess you're not really being seen as a woman anymore.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean he says stuff like that a lot? Were you two always that close with each other?
What I meant earlier was just a figure of speech. I'm just saying that he said something along those lines when I first got his number.
Hold on, when did you even get his number? John never mentioned anything about that.
It was when we met at Mom and Dad's house. What's wrong? Are you implying that something is happening between me and John?
No, it's not like that. The way you were just talking gave me the impression that you seemed close for some reason.
He is your husband, you know? Which makes him my brother-in-law. Isn't it normal to get along with him?
I get what you're saying, but I never knew that you two had each other's numbers until just now. I'm a bit surprised, that's all. It would have been good to at least give me a heads up.
We're all adults, you know? I didn't think I needed to tell you that.
So you're saying there's really nothing between you two?
Of course! I only got his number because he's family. Sometimes he rants a little bit to me, but that's fine.
If that's the case, then it's fine.
By the way, how long is your business trip?
Up until now, you haven't been interested in that topic, so why are you bringing it up all of a sudden?
It's nothing. I'm just being a little bit curious. So, how long is it?
This is more or less of an estimate, but I'll be gone for about a month, starting next week.
What time do you think you'll be back home?
I have no idea. It really depends on how the work is going over there. I don't have an exact time of when I'll be back home.
I see. So, John will be all alone during that time, right?
That's right. I'm a bit worried about him because he usually doesn't do any of the chores. At the very least, he can go buy some food. But he's got to learn how to do the laundry, too.
I see. I'm sure he'll be okay, right? John isn't a kid anymore.
But John's never said anything about being able to do the chores. I'm getting a headache just from thinking about what the house will be like when I'm back from my business trip.
If that's the case, then I can take care of John for you.
What? You're joking, right?
I live alone, so I have time to do that. That's one less thing for you to worry about. John won't have to do any chores either, so it's a win-win situation, right?
No, that's definitely not a good idea. I can't have you driving back and forth from your house to mine.
Won't that be tough? Then John can just stay over at my place.
Give me a break. That would make me feel even more uncomfortable.
Aw, I thought it was a good idea, though.
I know he's your brother-in-law, but you can't feel that comfortable around him, right? A guy that you don't know that well staying at your house?
That's true, but John isn't a stranger, so I'm totally cool with it. He's more than welcome to stay.
Hey, don't you think you two are being a little too friendly with each other? Despite what you said, I really get the feeling there's something going on.
What do you mean?
Like, is there something that you two are hiding from me?
Hey, don't say stuff like that. I guess you really don't believe me, huh?
You're the one who's being suspicious. If there's nothing going on, then don't say stuff that will make me worried. Are you positive that nothing's going on?
I wonder.
Emily! Stop messing around already.
Sorry. You're so serious all the time, so I wanted to tease you a little bit. Oh, I just remembered. I have something I gotta do, so I need to go right now. Okay, bye-bye.
Hey, we're not done talking yet.
Emily!
John, I'm coming back now from my business trip. Did anything happen while I was gone?
Oh, hey, it's been a while. Nope, nothing's changed here. Everything's all right.
I see. That's good to hear. Are you at home right now?
Yeah, I finished work early today. When do you think you'll be back?
I'm on the train right now. It'll probably take another 2 hours, I think. Also, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Is now a good time?
Oh, yeah? What's up? You're kinda scaring me a bit. Is it bad news?
I guess you could put it that way. I'll get straight to the point. John, you're hooking up with Emily, aren't you?
I had a feeling you'd mention this. I saw your text messages to Emily. I figured it would come out sooner or later.
So are you admitting that you cheated on me? And what do you mean you saw our messages? Did you look through her phone? Or was she showing you what we were saying to each other?
Of course I would look at her messages. If I'm cheating on my wife with her little sister, then I want to know what kind of conversations you guys were having. I didn't want to get exposed.
You're a complete scumbag. You know that, right? And now you're openly bragging about this? That's the first thing that goes through your head after your wife finds out you've been cheating.
What would apologizing do at this point? What's done is done. While you were out of town, I met it with Emily several times. So there's no point in apologizing now.
At least have some decency to say sorry for going behind my back. You did something awful to me. Don't you feel bad at all?
Me? Awful? Stop messing around. You're the one who's being awful.
You've got to be kidding me. How am I the bad guy? How could you possibly point the finger at me when you're the one who cheated?
I told you that I only marry beautiful women. It wasn't my plan to marry someone who looks old and fat.
There it is. Your favorite line. That's why you cheated on me with Emily? You have something seriously wrong with you. You sound like a sociopath. You'd think I would just easily accept a reason like that?
I don't care if you accept it or not. I'd rather have fun with someone hot like Emily, instead of spending time with an ugly pig like you. You're just a waste of my time.
I guess if you're okay with saying all of that, then that means you're fine with getting divorced? Let me just say this. There's no way you're getting out of paying alimony.
Don't worry, I'll take pity on you and give you some money. I have the divorce papers printed and signed already. Just waiting for your signature now. I need to divorce you first so I can get married to Emily.
You seriously think you'll be able to marry Emily? My parents and your parents would never consent to that.
Well, if that happens, then we'll elope. I don't care what happens as long as I can be with someone as hot as Emily.
You're a scumbag. To think that all this time I was married to someone like you makes me want to puke.
I could say the same thing. You had nothing to offer but your face. And then you gained all that weight after we got married. You don't have anything else that's valuable.
Are you seriously saying that you married me because of such a shallow reason like that? I can't believe I didn't realize this earlier.
Go throw yourself a pity party for all I care. And by the way, I'm with your sister right now, so don't bother coming home.
With my sister? Did you even try checking what the person lying next to you is doing? I guess you were so focused on cheating that you can't even be bothered to look around you anymore.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
You didn't notice at all. The person who's next to you right now is me.
Why aren't you replying? What happened yesterday? I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
You've been blowing up my phone since this morning. It's getting really annoying.
What the hell is wrong with you? I've been trying to call you since yesterday, but you won't pick up the phone.
Sorry, I'm busy. I'm on my break at work right now. Why are you so pissed? I don't get it. Calm down.
This isn't funny. When the hell did you get back home? How could you and Marie have switched? Are you gonna explain or what?
I bet you were pretty shocked, huh? I had to go somewhere in the middle of the night, so I asked her to take my place. Also, I'm surprised you didn't realize that we were switched. You're so gross.
I don't understand what happened, but for some reason Marie lost a ton of weight. She was wearing the same pajamas as you.
Well, we are sisters after all, so of course we look alike. But I'm surprised that someone like you couldn't tell the difference when all you care about are people's faces.
This isn't funny. Why would I ever think that you two would switch places with each other? You two set me up.
I hope you're ready to pay alimony!
Did you record me? She has all these voice memos of things I was saying to you last night. I feel like the alimony payments are gonna be way bigger than I imagined. I can't believe you would do this to me. You're just as responsible as I am.
Didn't you say you were prepared to pay? Besides, there's no way you could have kept this a secret. Cheating on your wife with her little sister? Really?
I mean, yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here. It's your fault that she found out about this. We could have just kept this between us and she would have never known.
Yeah, whatever. I was wrong, blah, blah, blah.
How can you be so nonchalant about this? Aren't you worried about the alimony payment since you're gonna be married to me?
Excuse me? Why do I have to get married to you? No way, that's gross. Give me a break.
You promised me that you would get married with me if I divorced Marie, though. That's why I was secretly saving up money. How can you break your promise so easily?
Actually, Marie and I are getting along pretty well despite this.
I don't believe that for a second. I cheated on her with you. Plus, aren't you two always fighting over text?
That's what you saw while you were snooping on my phone, right? I guess you fell for it.
Wait a second. You were in on it with Marie this entire time?
Well, in the beginning, I wasn't, but not too long after we started to see each other, I decided to switch sides. You're the guy who started chasing after your sister-in-law just because your wife gained some weight. I didn't want to deal with you at all. But I'm on my sister's side no matter what.
But when I asked you to go out with me, you immediately said yes. You even said it was okay to go behind Marie's back.
Oops, I changed my mind. Because you were so persistent and annoying, I wanted to get some sweet revenge. Funny you mentioned that we look alike now. She lost a ton of weight, didn't she? Pretty ironic if you ask me. You finally got what you wanted, but now you can't have it. Isn't it wonderful?
This is all insane. You're an evil woman. I already signed the divorce papers, you know.
You were the one who signed it yourself. Don't try to ship the blame onto someone else. And honestly, did you think you could keep up an affair without facing any consequences? Plus, let's be real. We never did anything except cuddle.
That's because you said you didn't want to do anything physical until after marriage. That's why I've been trying to peacefully divorce Marie.
You're a dirtbag who's so comfortable with cheating that the idea of divorce doesn't even bother you. I'm not some easy woman that would let you touch me. Idiot.
Is this a joke to you? Marie's already told my parents about me cheating. She said she's going to bleed me dry. What the hell am I supposed to do now?
That's rich, coming from someone who hurt my sister. Stop whining already. Marie had to put up with your BS this entire time. If you're a man, then shut up and take it.
Don't you think it's dirty to use your own sister as a decoy to trick people? Why did you betray me like this?
What the hell are you saying when you're the one who tried to cheat on me? Try reflecting on your own actions before criticizing others, would you?
What? I don't want to hear any complaints from a witch like you who took advantage of my feelings. If you wanted to get divorced so badly, then we could have just divorced normally.
In the beginning, you were the one who started chasing after Emily. Didn't you say she was so much prettier than this ugly bitch? Emily was so pissed off by how gross and creepy you were.
That's why you set me up with her so she could lead me on? You horrible excuse for a woman!
Me? Setting you up with her? Did you forget that you were the one who started pursuing her first? Do me a favor and stop twisting my words. After you started chasing after her, she made up this plan. She wasn't going to be satisfied with letting a creep like you get away with a normal, smooth divorce.
Don't you think you two took it too far, though? You lied about your business trip, started secretly dieting, colluded with your sister, and tricked your own husband. No matter how you look at it, you crossed the line.
It was so hard to go on a strict diet for a month. I practically had to live off nothing. But then I remembered that my enemy is an evil person that tried to get his filthy hands on my innocent little sister. So naturally, I wanted to find the best way to make you suffer.
Marie, why did you do such a thing? I think I understand how you feel now. I have a proposal for you.
What happened to being pissed off? Are you trying to make yourself look better because you're in a bad position right now? Don't even try.
Wait, listen to me. What if we don't finalize the divorce?
What? How did you end up with that line of thought? I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Originally, I picked Emily over you because I had a problem with your looks. But since you lost weight, it's not a problem anymore. So let's not get divorced, okay?
Do you even understand how messed up that sounds? You've basically just announced that you get married based purely on looks.
Stop nitpicking. And plus, you were the one who first said that you stopped caring about your appearance after getting married. That's your fault. You told me to try and accept that.
And now you want to cancel the divorce and continue our lives normally as a couple? Well, isn't that convenient for you?
Why not? I liked your face in the beginning. But then you became fat, tired, and useless, so that's why we wanted to get a divorce. Except now all those problems are gone. So that means the reason for our divorce is also gone, right? If you stay the way you are right now, then I don't feel embarrassed being with you.
That's your opinion. My opinion is different.
Of course, I understand you feel upset by this. So that's why I want to apologize. Anyways, getting divorced isn't a good thing.
When you're gone, I won't get mocked every day for my appearance. Do you know how stressful that is? Also, I will finally get to spend money on myself. And I only need to do chores for one person. All I see are advantages for me.
Are you sure about that? How are you going to explain to the court the reason for our divorce? Are you gonna tell them I got fat so that's why my husband dumped me? Of course you don't want to say that. Think carefully about this.
It doesn't matter what you say to me anymore. I'm not going to change my mind about the divorce. And as for the reason of the divorce, it's pretty evident you were trying to have an affair.
Please, I'm begging you. Ever since you told my parents about everything, they've been blasting me. At this rate, I won't even be able to go home. Plus, I won't be able to live if I have to pay such a huge amount of alimony. Come on, help me out here.
Why do I have to help you?
What do you mean, why? Isn't it normal to help your husband when he's in trouble? It's your fault this happened in the first place. Please, I'm begging you.
It's amazing that you can't think of anyone else but yourself.
It's not like that. I said I was wrong and I already reflected on my actions. That's why I believe that our relationship from now on will be stronger than ever.
And my appearance has improved too.
Exactly. I believe that a husband and wife should properly listen to each other's opinions. So let's get along, okay?
Don't worry. There are plenty of good-looking people in this world. After we get divorced, you can go to strip clubs as a start.
That's not the point. I'll keep apologizing until you change your mind. So please forgive me.
Oh, by the way, I'm also going to charge you for all the gifts you gave to my sister along with alimony. I don't think you'll have much money left.
Wait, are you being serious right now? Please, give me a break. I know I did something unforgivable. But you don't have to go that far.
Didn't I already tell you? I wanted to choose the best way to make you suffer. I'll go to the ends of this earth in order to make you pay for what you did. After that, John begged me not to divorce him. I ignored him and submitted the divorce papers. The divorce was recognized and finalized. Naturally, after the divorce, John had to start paying alimony. It was the worst-case scenario for him. John's parents disowned him, and he was stuck with a huge amount of alimony. Emily and I are happy with knowing that justice was served. Speaking of Emily and I, because of this whole fiasco, we actually became even closer as sisters. Right now, I'm staying at Emily's place. Since I lost weight, our fashion styles became similar with each other, and I began borrowing some of her clothes. We split up the chores. It's a lot better than what life was like for me when I was married. There's no denying that there are thousands of reasons why people may fall in love with each other. It's only natural that we all have our own preferences. What we consider important is different for each of us. But that doesn't mean that everyone shares the same feelings. Without trying to understand how I felt, Jung kept pushing his own feelings and ideas of what is acceptable onto me, and that's how he ended up in his current situation. From now on, I want to go out and meet others to understand different people without forcing my own opinions onto them. I want to respect the feelings and opinions of others to the best of my ability.